CNN foi até o Nepal para fazer a cobertura desse estrago provocado pelas enchentes. A correspondente Hanako Montgomery caminhou por um bairro que foi destruído pela avalanche de lama e nós vamos ver todos os detalhes agora.
I'm walking down one of the main roads in Nepal, and this entire place used to be covered in mud. They've cleared part of it now. And I want to show you some of the damage that we've been seeing. This house, I mean, its first floor is completely submerged in floodwater. You can see some of the windows and doors just caked in mud. This house over here, I mean, its walls have completely collapsed. It's unlivable. And down here is a gas station, and again, just completely inaccessible and totally destroyed by this floodwater and the mud and debris that it brought with it. Now, the Nepali government has said that several hundred people have been confirmed dead, several hundred more still missing, and they are afraid that the death toll could tick up in the coming hours and days as they are still trying to find any remaining survivors. And this village that we're currently in is actually several dozen kilometers away from the worst of the damage. So you can imagine if you get higher up in the Himalayan mountains, just how many people have lost their homes, their livelihoods, and their loved ones. And now they're left with very little, trying to find any remnants of hope, any remnants of their family members as they try to pick up the pieces of their lives now.
Estradas e pontes foram destruídas na fronteira entre Nepal e China, o que dificulta ainda mais o acesso das equipes de resgate às áreas afetadas. A repórter Arunima, da afiliada da CNN na região, tem as informações direto da capital do Nepal, Kathmandu.
See, I am reporting live from Kathmandu, and what we are learning is that from Kathmandu, if you move up north, for about 50 kilometers, the road is still available, the road is motorable, but beyond 50 kilometers, for the next 150 kilometers, there is nothing available. So the Nepalese army, they are trying to, see whether they can take the circuitous route to reach the epicenter, because there is no, relief and rescue material that is possible to be sent there using the road route. The roads, and we've seen those visuals, how bridges have been washed away, how the river in Spate took down one bridge, and the impact of that concrete cut through a number of bridges, like it was just cutting through, it's like a knife and butter meeting. That kind of visual we saw over the last 24 hours. We're also reporting from, one of those nalas, the tributaries of those rivers which connect various parts of Nepal and then flow onwards towards Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. There was a lot of concern that the rising level of water could bring down, villages on the border areas of Bihar-Nepal border and UP-Nepal border as well. But we are told that the river water there has now stabilized. But here in Nepal, the situation is extremely grim. All the help that is coming in from India, from the other countries, is much needed as Nepal tackles yet another natural calamity.